Okay. But so guys, this game, honestly, it's kind of good I went Tenacity secondary. Because even though the only CC is like Trundle, I still want to go Tenacity secondary because I don't plan on going Umbral. Game's 100% a fucking, Game is 100% a Chainsword Rush. Versus Katarina, Trundle, Darius, Maokai, they all heal. So in games where you want to go Chainsword Rush, you still go Precision secondary. What's up, CFG? Low key? We go a little crazy on it right now. Fuck. Oh, dude, I wasn't paying attention to my fucking screen. My bad. Nice. Pretty sure I won this, right? I should have just instantly started running away the second I got the Trundle kill, and then if I could have cut it out for my W. I mean, I could wait for Ionian boots, but the problem is, like, wasting 25 seconds early is really cancer. Okay. Might have to gang top here. Is it true that Hecarims have horse cocks? Not this Hecarim. I have a micro penis. I mean, I guess that's not bad. Flores should be fine. Like, dealing with her now. Perfect. That's huge. Well, the good news is I'm actually counting back into the game now. Heckmains are all compensating, actually. Yeah, exactly. It's like every day I look down at my pathetic small little wiener and I just wish I had a horse cock like Hecarim. And it fills me with like so much insecurity and rage. Okay, can you just turn on this channel now? Oh, that's so cringe. No! I mean, if she just presses W, doesn't she kill him? Well, if I just show you guys, it's fine though. That Frio actually has insanely good timing, by the way. I'll help her break freeze. Good. I mean, I fucked up my fear. If I don't fuck up fear there, we actually like win that 1-0. We literally win that 1-0 if I just didn't fuck up fear. But I fucked up my R, so we didn't win 1-0. It's like we lost instead. But if I just say, guys, it's fine. Okay. If I just say, guys, it's fine. Bro, Ash shits on Trundle so hard. Look at how unplayable the game is for him. Because he just gets kited, and what the fuck can he do? So unplayable. Nice. That was actually huge. People are still calling face rush and int build, even when I went 17 kills, so carried and ended at 20 minutes. They still pro me after games. Probably was cursed how to deal with people like this. Let me tell you a story, John. A few months ago, I created this build called Chemtank Manamune. And this build had a 54% win rate. Divine Thunder had a 49% win rate. And I had coaches, and I had more experienced Hecarim players than me, telling me that... More experienced than me, by the way. Better players than me, apparently. Telling me that my build was int, and I didn't know what I was talking about. And then whenever they would be asked about me, they would say I'm dog shit, I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm like bad. Everything, right? And I sat there and I let it get to me. And it destroyed my mental for months. It fucking ruined a lot of like connections that I had. Ruined my views that I had on a lot of people's views on me, right? Because I couldn't understand how it is that people are just so stupid that they were unwilling to look at the actual facts and the evidence, right? I explained my thought process hundreds of times, but people who just merely went and practiced to a couple games sat there and told me that I was wrong when I genuinely innovated the only build that made Hecarim good. And I genuinely innovated a build that made him have presence in the pro scene as well, right? Whereas before it was zero. And I had people tell me I was wrong, people telling me that I was bad, people telling me that I was dog shit, people telling me that they were better than me, that I was like awful, don't listen to him and all that shit, right? And I let it get to me. And what I learned from that is that at the end of the day, you just do not give a fuck. Literally. A guy's telling you your build's int, tell him, okay. And then 10x his rank in a fucking week, right? Because you know that he's going to stay stuck where he is while you're going to fucking balloon. You see what I'm talking about? So it's like, all you have to do is just mute all. Mute all, ignore whatever everyone else is saying, and then you just do your own thing. Just stay in your lane. Nice. The Chem Tank Mirror Man arc, literally. You know, the funniest thing, I'll never forget this, and this was the thing that made me, like, so angry more than anything else, but now makes me laugh. The guy who people used to look at for, like, Hecarim advice, right? He didn't even play a single game of Hecarim in solo queue that season. Not a single game. Yet he was sitting there saying that my build was troll and it was like bad for solo queue and all these things when he played 0 games of Hecarim. You know what I mean? And people were like arguing with me on a daily basis. They were like, dude, this guy says you're wrong. And I'd be there like dumbfounded, like, but how the fuck can you ever say that, right? So go to Hecarim build if you're really fed. Chainsword, just do exclamation mark build. There's no real go-to build. Exclamation mark build covers every single thing they will ever need. I remember at one point, one of the biggest arguments I got in was one with LS. Because one time on stream, LS sat there and said, Hecarim doesn't need to buy tier, just manage your mana better. And it's like, I couldn't believe my ears. I really couldn't. Nice. So like this game, for example, I'm going to go Cleaver second. And the reason why is because the enemy's like armor stacking and shit. Actually, no, that's not my play. My play this game is to go Eclipse Heraldas? Yeah. One of the very rare Eclipse games. Very, very rare. Do you have the 100% no soul guaranteed album? No. Because I'll tell you guys what the problem is. Okay, let me explain. The difference between me and a lot of these like other good players, well-respected players, is that I sit there and I play the game. They just theory craft. Does that make sense? So it's like imagine you have a lot of lawmakers who read a lot about like books, right? But they never actually sat there and they never went in like the streets, you know? And it's like I've lived in the streets my whole life, so I know what the problems are that need fixing, right? But then they sit there and they're like, you haven't read the same books as us, so you don't know what you're talking about. But it's like, dude, when you're in the streets, it's different from a fucking book. It's the same shit with League. You can't prepare for solo queue by playing practice solo 12 hours a day. Holy shit. I think Dantes would be very easy to manipulate in real life. There's a... Holy shit. You know, I'll tell you guys a crazy story. There was this one time months ago. I remember, right? I was talking to this like to this like girl, right? Months and months and months ago. And then at one point what happens is uh I bring it up with Stevens and Charisma. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm talking to this girl." And they knew her. And they're like, "Bro, just saying that girl is fucking evil, right?" And I sat there and I was like, "Oh shit, so should I not talk to her?" And they told me, "Nah, you should because you can make it a fun game to see who can like out manipulate the other one." And then low key, I talked to her for like a month or some shit, and I was like, "Holy fuck, I'm actually starting to really like her." So then one day I woke up and I messaged her, "Yo, I'm actually starting to really like you, so I'm just gonna block you." And then I blocked her and I never talked to her again. I swear to God, because I was like, "Holy fuck, I'm actually losing the battle." So that's when I said, "All right, these manipulation tactics aren't for me." Shit is not for me. I just want something real, bro. Alright, if I tell you guys, we can take the Herald before it even crashes. Oh my God. What if I told you guys we can win though? I don't want to go in. I think we just play for Ash here. You're not getting anything real from e-girls, let's be real here. Listen, I tried dating an e-girl one time, and the only thing I got out of it was mono, losing money, lost a lot of time, and lost a lot of emotional investment. So it's like, yeah, shit wasn't worth it. So let's just say that shit wasn't worth. Oh, if I could have gotten the Triumph. But I think he still kills them all, right? Unless Sarah has R. As a girl, I'm so sorry, lol. I mean, you don't need to apologize on behalf of all girls. Like, no, listen, the thing is, like, I know that there are some girls out there who are, like, actually, like, real, obviously, right? But the problem is, I'll tell you the show as a streamer, right? If you're a streamer and you ever try, like, dating, I guess, like, a viewer or something like that, the main issue is that, the vast majority of the time, I would say about 98% of the time, the girl that you're talking to is only talking to you because she got rejected by 20 streamers who are higher viewer count than you are. So it's like, it's not that they actually like you for you, the majority of the time. It's just that they like the idea of dating a streamer and you're just like the one who's giving them attention at that time, right? But there are some that aren't like that, right? There are some that aren't, but a lot of them, that's what you have to deal with. That's one of the reasons why I just always focus on like streaming and grinding and whatnot, right? Been there, done that. Don't need to do it again. Does he outplay this? Nah, he got WD's fucked. Perfect. We can just like try now. How do you make it so far while still being insane? How do you deal with all the hate from all these people? You think I'm insane? I mean, listen, you deal with it. It's like you come to terms with it. Bella Yasuo cat evolved vibes. I mean, that's the perfect example of it, right? You guys remember when Yasuo was dating that girl Bella, and then after him, she just went right away to cat evolved, right? It's a perfect example. It's always the same. It's always the same story. I feel like we can kill Darius here. Perfect. What's up, Tab? I'll tell you guys one of the funny stories, okay? This is something that happened like kind of recently. Are you guys ready for it? I'll tell you guys a funny story. One that happened like pretty recent, okay? So what happens is there's this girl from like Quebec who starts like talking to me, whatever. And at one point she tells me that she wants to like date me, right? But the thing is, I had bad vibes, right? So I said, nah, I'm not looking to date right now, right? And then what ends up happening is a week after I stopped talking to her, she slept with another streamer that I know, like from here. Like I'm not even sure. Like a week later, I was like, Jesus. So the good thing about me is I have like a detector. You know what I mean? Like no cancer. It's like some people have the metal detectors. I have the fucking manipulation detector. And that's why, like, it's actually, like, sick, because I can just see one thing, or, like, one way of, like, communicating, and I'm like, alright, nah, these people are fucked. I was like, nah, these people are fucked. Don't. Alright, we can just send. Ooh. Take my money, take it all, give me that damn manipulator detector. Okay, you guys want to know what the real trick is? Chat, type one if you guys want to hear the trick. That's going to make you, as either a guy or girl, whatever, never get manipulated again. No bullshit. Alright, I'll tell you what the trick is. The second they do a single thing that makes you feel weird, you ghost them. I'm not even kidding. I don't care if you've been talking to them for 3 months, for a week, a day, fucking 6 months, right? The second one thing feels weird, you ghost instantly. And then you might be thinking to yourself, right? Like, yeah, but Dantes, the thing is, you got fucked over by your ex, so how did that happen? Well, that's because I'm retarded and it moved too fast. And when I started getting those weird, like, vibes was when we were already dating, so I was fucked. I was like, shit. But before that, it's like I didn't get that. But then if I would have just waited, like, 2 weeks longer, I would have never dated her. So that's the thing. It's like, the second they do anything weird at all, you just ghost, literally. Never talk to them again. Not even sure when I say that. Five years? I mean, listen, even like 5 years, I don't care. No matter how long you're talking to them for. Facts. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, it's actually like the broken strat. No, this is a bad idea. I don't want to like hard engage. Oh, wow. Oh. it just sucks because I can't really get onto them at all. Vale siendo. No, that's because you're an emotional, pissed diamond IRL who got manipulated very easily, like I said before, although you're a high elo in league.